Next, changing in depreciation naman tayo due to changes. So, ano ba yung mga reason kung bakit nagbabago yung depreciation? So, if ever nga na may pagbabago, kailangan ba na ulitin natin lahat ng na-record natin depreciation from the beginning? So, hindi. Kailangan na lang natin is kunin yung carrying amount and then yung i-apply natin yung mga changes. So, bago yun, alamin muna natin kung ano yung mga reason bakit nga ba nagbabago yung depreciation. So, first, change in estimated remaining useful life. So, dahil itong bagay na to is estimated lang naman. So, yung expected lang natin, maaari pang magbago, di ba? Next is yung change in estimated residual value din. Tsaka, yung pag-change din natin ng depreciation method. Like, for example, 8 years yung useful life ng PPE. Then, 4 years, sa unang 4 years, sample straight line yung ginamit mo. At sa mga susunod pang year nun, after ng 4 years, lilipat ka na ng method, which is double declining. So, magbabago yung depreciation mo nun. Next is kapag may additional capital expenditure tayo. Next, kapag may impairment loss at revaluation surplus. So, itong apat na to, yung 1 to 4, is i-discuss ko sa inyo. Ito namang mga kasunod is i-discuss sa next video. So, first, yung procedure na kung paano kinukompute yung panibagong depreciation. So, step 1, i-compute muna natin yung carrying amount on the date of change in estimate. So, una, yung original cost at yung accumulated depreciation from beginning up to the date of change. And then, makukuha na natin yung bagong carrying amount. And then, step 2, apply the changes to the carrying amount computed in step 1. So, itong carrying amount na to, ito na yung magiging bago nating cost. Tapos, i-apply mo na rin kung nagbago yung residual value over, apply mo rin kung nagbago yung life ng PPE. Then, makukuha na natin yung panibagong depreciation. So, let's try an example. So, Alex's company purchased equipment for 400,000. The equipment had an estimated 8-year service life. Alex's policy for 8-year asset is to use double declining balance method for the first 4 years of the asset lives and then switch to the straight line depreciation method. So, what amount should Alex report as accumulated depreciation for equipment at the end of the 6th year? So, dito, ang reason nila na kung bakit nagbago ang depreciation is the changing in depreciation method. So, sa unang 4 na taon daw, ang gagamitin nila is double declining. So, para makuha natin yung lahat na accumulated depreciation, kailangan muna natin kunin yung sa unang 4 na taon. So, kailangan natin ng cost ng accumulated depreciation ng depreciation rate, which is 2 kasi double declining ang ginamit over the useful life, which is 8 year. So, by that, makukuha natin yung depreciation expense. So for the year 1, 400,000 less accumulated depreciation. Wala pa tayong accumulated depreciation kasi first year pa lang yan. And then 400,000, multiply mo lang sa depreciation rate, and we can now have the depreciation expense. And for the year 2 naman, yung naipon mong depreciation for the first year, yan yung ilalagay mo sa year 2. And so on. So, ayan. Ito na yung mga depreciation expense natin. I-add lang natin yan at magkakaroon na tayo ng accumulated depreciation sa unang 4 na taon. And by that, makukuha na natin yung carrying amount. Kasi, di ba, yan yung procedure number 1, step 1, which is kukunin yung bagong carrying amount at the date of change. So, dito guys, meron tayong shortcut for that, ha? Dahil double declining to, i-multiply mo lang sa 75%. Dahil 25% lang naman yung binabawas nating depreciation ng PPE, every year. So, 100 minus 25 is 75%. So, i-multiply mo lang siya, then ilang beses. So, kung ilang beses yung um, year na gagamitin natin itong double declining. So, 4 na beses. So, ayan, nakukuha na natin yung carrying amount. The next is the step 2, apply the changes. So, straight line method for the remaining years. So, from double declining, magiging straight line method na for the remaining years. So, again, panibagong cost, yung 126,562.5 over remaining years. Kung ilan na lang yung natitirang taon, di ba? 4 na lang. And then, napakuha na natin yung bagong depreciation per year. So, dahil straight line yan, pare-parehas lang ng depreciation every year. So, ang tinatanong dito, accumulated depreciation for equipment at the end of 6th year. So, 6th year. So, ilan ang idadagdag nating depreciation dito sa accumulated depreciation? So, 4th year to, 5th and 6th year. So, dalawang 31,640.6. At by that, nakukuha na natin lahat ng accumulated depreciation from the beginning up to the 6th year, which is 336,718.7. And the answer for this question is letter D. Last one, one of the main reason din kung bakit nagkakaroon ng change ng depreciation is kapag may mga dagdag tayong capital expenditure. So, ano nga ba yung capital expenditure at ano yung pinagkaiba niya sa revenue expenditure? So, yung capital expenditure daw benefit not only the current period but also the following period. While yung revenue naman is benefit only the current period and will not last for more than a year. So again, itong capital expenditure is para sa buong buhay ng PPE, while yung revenue expenditure naman, pang short term lang talaga siya. So yung capital expenditure improves the effectiveness and efficiency of the PPE. So dito, ina-upgrade niya, kumbaga, ito, ang expenditure natin is para mas lalong maging effective at maging efficiency yung PPE natin. At ito yung mga example niya, yung major overhaul, yung extraordinary repair, while yung revenue expenditure naman incurred during normal business lang operation, like yung repair, yung ordinary repair lang, tsaka routinary repair din guys. So, sa capital expenditure, this asset capitalized and depreciate over the remaining life of PPE. So, ayan guys, pinakapitalize natin siya. Dito naman sa revenue expenditure, hindi siya tinitreat as asset, but expense. So, ini-expense natin siya. So, step 1 again, procedure, step 1, kailangan natin kunin yung carrying amount. The cost, the original cost, the accumulated depreciation at the date of change, lahat ng depreciation, at dito na natin idadagdag ang capital expenditure if ever na meron. And then, makukuha na natin yung panibagong carrying amount sa date of change. Step 2, apply the changes. So, carrying amount will become our new cost less new residual if ever na nagbago ang residual, and then over new remaining life. And then, nakukuha na natin yung new depreciation. So, dito guys, let's try this question. Which of the following expenditure subsequent to property acquisition cannot be added to asset carrying amount? So, ang tinatanong dito guys is revenue. Kasi cannot be added to asset. Kasi di ba yung capitalize ay yung capital expenditure ina-asset natin. And while the revenue naman is hindi naman siya ina-asset. So, cost of modification of an item or property that will extend its useful life. So, ini-extend nito yung useful life. Ibig sabihin, ini-improve niya yung PPE or ina-upgrade yan. So, isa itong isa itong capital expenditure. Yung B naman, cost of upgrading. So, ayan guys, upgrading. Improvement, quality of output. So, yan, isang klase din ng capital expenditure. Yung C, cost of materials repair that did not increase the asset life nor productive capacity. So, guys, isa lang itong material repairs. Pero hindi niya ini-increase yung life ng asset mo or ng PPE natin. So, yan guys na yung magiging sagot natin. Dahil yan ay isang klase ng revenue. And while din naman, cost of adapting new production process that enabled substantial reduction in operating costs. So, ayan guys, dito sa D, sa din klase ng capital yan. Capital expenditure. Bakit? Kasi nire-reduce niya yung operating cost, diba? So, let's try to compute new depreciation if there is additional capital expenditure. So, Renato Company acquired a machine on July 1, 2019 at a cost of 35,000 and has a useful life of 6 years on a straight line basis. On July 1, 2022, 8,700 was spent on an upgrade to the machine in order to improve its efficiency and increase the inflow of economic benefit over the machine's remaining life. So guys, ayan, klaro-klaro, isa itong capital expenditure kasi improves efficiency and increase the inflow of economic benefit. So, question, according to PAS 16, property, plant, and equipment, what depreciation expense should recognize in profit and loss for the year ended June 30, 2023? So, step 1, find the new carrying amount at the date of change. So, original cost and the accumulated depreciation. So, hanapin muna natin yung original depreciation bago pa man nag-add ng capital expenditure. So, 35,000 cost less residual value. So, walang residual value over 6 years the useful life. And by that, makukuha na natin yung original na depreciation bago pa man nagkaroon ng additional capital expenditure, which is 5,833.33. Then we will multiply it into 3 kasi 2019, 2022 na yung 2019, so 3 years na yung nakalipas bago pa man nagkaroon ng additional expenditure. So, by that, makukuha na natin yung accumulated depreciation, which is 7,500. So, i-less mo yan sa cost. Idadagdag naman natin yung capital expenditure, which is 8,700. And makukuha na natin yung carrying amount, date of change. So, step 2, apply the changes. So, 26,200, that's our carrying amount. And magiging new cost na natin siya. Less residual value over remaining life. So, 3 years na lang, diba? Kasi nag-lapse na yung 3 years. Then, makukuha na natin yung new depreciation, which is 8,733.33. So, the answer for this question is another B, guys.
So yun guys, they already discussed the first 6 methods. Ngayon naman ituturo ko sa inyo yung 2 remaining methods, which is yung composite and group methods and yung other methods, which is retirement, replacement, and inventory. So let's talk about first the composite and group method. Composite and group depreciation simplify accounting for depreciation with the groups of similar or dissimilar in nature of an asset. Meaning to say, this method is to depreciate the entire group of an asset as a single entity rather than i-depreciate yung mga PPEs as individually. Like for example, in a factory, di ba sa factory maraming mga machines. So yung mga machine na yon, ginugrupo nila para i-depreciate lang nila as a single entity. Okay? So meaning to say, the depreciation is recorded as a single accumulated depreciation. Sabi nila, ginagamit daw itong method na to for simplicity and efficiency. Okay? Ang pinagkaiba lang naman ng composite and group, guys, is yung paggugrupo lang ng mga PPEs. Pag sinabi nating group methods, ay ginugrupo ang mga PPEs na similar in nature or homogeneous. Ibig sabihin, puro machines lang. May machine A, machine B, machine C. Okay? Yung sumunod naman is yung composite. Ibig sabihin, ginugrupo yung mga PPEs in a dissimilar in nature or heterogeneous. So, ginugrupo yung machines sa equipment. Ganun. So, ayun lang yung pinagkaiba nila. Pero same treatment and same objective, which is to depreciate the entire group of an asset as single entity. Okay, meron tayong dalawang kinaklasify muna bago natin makompute or bago natin compute yung depreciation. Una, yung composite life. Si composite life, this is the average useful life of the whole group. Ibig sabihin, para malaman natin yung kung gaano ba natin katagal magagamit yung mga PPEs sa grupo na yon. Okay, paano ba natin computein si composite life? Cost minus residual value divided by the annual depreciation. So, yung sumunod is si composite rate. Si composite rate naman, this is the percentage of the depreciation expense over the cost of an asset. Meaning to say, ito yung rate natin para makuha natin yung depreciation for the next year. Okay? Kino-compute po natin composite life and composite rate. Once lang natin sila kino-compute. Okay? Tapos si composite rate, gagamitin po natin to for every year depreciation natin. So, paano natin computein yung depreciation? Cost, the original cost or the total cost of the group, cost of new acquisition if ever na meron tayo in-acquire, cost of the PPE disposal if ever na meron tayong dinispose, and then updated cost, then multiply lang natin yung na-compute natin composite rate, and then yun na po yung depreciation expense natin. Laging tandaan, si updated cost. Okay? Dapat lagi natin ina-update yung cost para po accurate yung makukuha nating depreciation expense. Okay? So, para mas maintindihan ninyo at maunawaan ninyo ng mas mabuti, let's try this problem. So, let's try. Okay, in January 1, 2021, si Pascual Company ay may mga multiple PPEs, si machine A, B, and C. During 2022 daw, meron tayong dispose na machine, si machine A, which is sa halagang 160. Meron din tayong biniling machine, si machine D, sa halaga namang 400. So let's try for this number. First question, how much daw yung composite life at ang composite rate? Okay? So, ano nga ba ulit ang formula ng composite life? Cost minus residual value divided by the annual depreciation. Okay, so let's try. Let's add first the cost. 300 plus 200 plus 340. How much? 840. So, total cost natin 840. Ganun din gagawin natin kay residual value. 60 plus 20 plus 440. The total residual value natin is 120. So, 840 minus 120. So, ang di pa natin nakukuha yung annual depreciation. So, paano ba natin kuhain yung annual depreciation? Annual depreciation is equals to cost minus residual value divided by the useful life. Para siyang straight line method lang. Okay, so let's try. 300 minus 60 divide 12. The answer, 20,000. Ganun din kay machine B. 200 minus 20 divide 10 is equals to 18,000. Machine C, 340 minus 40 divide 10 equals 30. So, add lang natin to. The answer is 68,000. So, ito yung total annual depreciation ng buong grupo, 68,000. So, composite life is equals to 840 minus 120 divide 68. So, ang average useful life ng buong machine is 10.59 years. Ito yung composite rate, life natin. So, let's proceed the composite rate. So, composite rate is equals to annual depreciation and divided by cost. Diba, we already computed the annual depreciation, which is 68,000. So, lagyan natin 68,000. How much yung cost? Total cost natin, 840. So, lagyan natin 840. So, 68 divide 840 is equals to 8.09% composite rate. So, ito yung percentage natin for depreciation expense. So, the answer for number 1 is letter C. Nakakasunod po ba? So let's proceed to the number 2. How much the depreciation for 2021? Di ba po, we already computed this one, which is 68,000. So the answer is letter A. Kung na-compute na po natin si depreciation, bakit pa po natin kinocompute si composite rate? Kinocompute po natin si composite rate para po gamitin for the next year, for every year. So dito pa lang natin siya gagamitin. How much the depreciation for 2022? Okay, so ito yung formula na gagamitin natin. So kailangan natin i-update yung cost. Cost, how much the cost? The total cost? 840. So lagay natin 840. Okay? So meron ba tayo in-acquire na new PPE? Meron po, which is si Machine D na may halagang 400. So lagay natin 400. How about may dinispose ba tayong PPE? Meron po si Machine A. 300,000. So, lagay natin minus 300,000. How much yung updated cost natin? 940. Multiply lang natin sa composite rate na na-compute natin kanina, which is yung 8.09%. So, the depreciation expense was 76,046. So, the answer for number 3 is letter dog. So, yun guys, mag-iwan na ako sa inyo ng malupitang note. Okay. Kapag po tayo nagdi-dispose ng PPE under composite or group method, no gain or loss are recognized kapag po tayo nagbebenta ng PPE. So ano po yung treatment natin? So magre-record lang tayo ng pagpapaalam sa PPE sa dinispose natin. Which is magdi-debit tayo ng cash, magdi-debit tayo ng accumulated depreciation, at i-credit na natin yung PPE. Di ba yung normal balance ng pag-acquire natin ng PPE ay debit siya. So, i-credit natin this time. Magpapaalam na tayo sa PPE. Okay? So, paano po natin kukumputin yung accumulated depreciation if group po natin sila dinidepreciate? Di ba po, sabi nyo kanina, depreciation is reported as a single accumulated depreciation. So, ganito gagawin natin. So, lagay lang natin yung cost, yung halaga ng PPE na dinispose natin. Less lang natin yung selling price ng PPE, kung magkano binenta natin. Just yun yung accumulated depreciation natin. So ano po yung entry natin dito? Sinabi ko na kanina, cash, debit din natin yung accumulated depreciation, then credit din natin yung PPE natin. Okay? Yung PPE na didispose natin, magpapaalam na tayo sa kanya. So para mas maunawaan ninyo, let's try. So yung 4, ang tinatanong lang, yung journal entry na i-record natin kapag pag dinispose na natin si machine A. So cost, how much yung cost ng PPE na didispose natin, which is si machine A, is 300,000. No, lagay natin 300,000. Magkano yung selling price natin for machine A? 160. So 160. Okay? So minus lang natin, 300 minus 160, 140 yung accumulated depreciation. Journal entry tayo guys. Cash, how much yung cash? 160. Accumulated depreciation, 140. Debit natin. Credit natin yung PPE, which is yung machine, 300,000. So the answer for number 4, letter C. Debit the accumulated depreciation, 140. Okay? Guys, so your turn. Paki-screenshot, print screen. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Pakisagutan by your own and comment down below kung ano yung sagot ninyo. So now guys, let's move on to the last methods, which is other methods, which is retirement, replacement, and inventory or appraisal. So itong tatlong to or yung other methods na to ay ginagamit sa mga small value PPE. Or sa madaling salita, mga mumurahing PPE. Ang alam nang natin, ang PPE ay mamahalin tulad ng land, building, mga machines, equipment. Yun pala, may mga PPE din na mumurahin. Example niya to, tools. Like for example, kung ang negosyo mo ay bakery, so ang tools mo, it's yung measuring cups, mixing bowl. So yung mga tools mo, nagagamitan natin ng depreciation at gagamitan natin tong mga methods na to. Okay? And now, let's talk about first the retirement method. Sa retirement method, guys, wala tayong i-recognize na depreciation expense hanggang wala po tayo ni-retire na PPEs. So, kailangan mo natin magkaroon ng retirement bago po tayo makapag-recognize ng depreciation expense. Okay? So, paano ba natin computing ng depreciation expense under ng retirement method? Una is yung halaga kung magkano natin siya binili before. Thus, less lang natin yung selling price o kung magkano natin siya binenta ngayon, yun na po yung depreciation expense natin. So, let's try para mas maintindihan natin. Nung January 1 daw, 2020, meron tayong beginning na tools na 1,100. Ito yon. Okay? Sa halagang 50 pesos each. Tapos, nung year 2020 and 2021, meron tayong in-acquire at ni-retire na tools. Okay, year 2020 daw, meron tayong ni-retire or may binenta tayong 400 tools sa halagang 20 pesos. So, ang i-record natin itong 400. So, magkano ba yung 400 na to, itong 400 tools na to, nung binili natin? Diba, nung January 1, 2020, meron tayong beginning ng 1,100. So, meaning to say, itong 400, dito nang galing sa 1,100. So, how much yung cost ng 1,100? 50 pesos. So, yung 400 times lang natin sa 50. So, 400 times 50, 20,000. How much yung selling price? So, 400 times 20 lang. So, selling price, 400 times 20, 8,000. So, minus lang natin yung 8,000. Yung depreciation expense for year 2020 is 12,000. How about naman sa year 2021? Dito guys, gagamit tayo ng FIFO. Alam naman natin ang FIFO, first in, first out. Okay? First in, first out tayo. Sa year 2021 daw, meron tayong ni-retire o binenta na 800 tools sa halagang 24 pesos. Diba nung year 2020, may ni-retire tayong 400. So, minus na natin yung 1,100 sa 400. So, 700 na lang yung natirang tools. So, yung 700 na tools na yon, doon natin kukuhain yung 700 dito. So, 700 times 50. How much? 35,000. So, saan natin makukuha yung natitirang 100 para mabuo natin yung 800 na ni-retire natin for year 2021? Diba, nung year 2020, meron tayo in-acquire na 700 na new tools. So, ibig sabihin, ito natin kukuhain yung 100 na remaining sa 800. So, 100 times 70. Okay? FIFO lang to, guys. First in, first out. So, 100 times 70 is equal to 7,000. How much the selling price? Magkano natin binenta? 800 times 24 lang. 800 times 24, how much? Minus 19,200 tayo. So, ang depreciation for year 2021, how much? 22,800. Okay? So, anong sagot sa number 1? Letter C. So now let's proceed to the replacement method. Katulad lang ng retirement method guys, wala tayong i-recognize na depreciation expense hanggang wala po tayong nire-retire at nire-replace na PPEs. Okay? Paano naman po natin kukumputin yung depreciation expense under ng replacement method? Kung sa retirement method guys, nakadepende tayo dun sa cost kung magkano po natin siya binili before. Ngayon naman dito sa replacement method, nakadepende tayo dun sa cost kung magkano yung PPE na ipapalit natin dun sa i-retire nating PPE. Okay? Or the acquisition cost of new PPE to replace the PPE sold. Less lang natin yung selling price o kung magkano natin siya binenta, yun po yung depreciation expense natin. So let's try para mas maintindihan ninyo yung mga pinagsasabi ko. Okay? Same problem tayo guys. So, sa year 2020 daw guys, meron tayong ni-retire na 400 sa halagang 20 pesos. Tama po ba? At sa year 2020 din po, meron tayong in-acquire o binili na 700 tools sa halagang 70 pesos. Tama rin po ba? Okay. Ibig sabihin, yung 700 na to, yung 400 dito, ay pang-replace sa 400 na na-retire natin. So, yung 400 is for replacement and then yung 300 is the new tools. So, 400 times 70. Okay, is equals to 28,000. 8,000. Paano natin benenta yung 402 sa halagang 20 pesos? So 400 times 20. So 8,000. So 28 minus 8,000, the depreciation expense for year 2020 is 20,000. Ganun lang siya kadali, guys. So let's try sa year 2021 para mas maunawaan ninyo. So sa year 2021 daw, guys, meron tayong ni-retire na 800 sa halagang 24 pesos. At meron din tayong binili na 900 sa halagang 90. So ibig sabihin, sa yung 900 na to, yung 800 dito ay pang-replace dito sa ni-retire nating 800. So yung 800 for replacement and then yung 100 na tools ay new tools. So 800 times 90. 800 times 90, how much? 72,000. Magkano natin binenta yung 800 tools? Sa halagang 24 pesos. So 800 times 24, how much? 19,200. So 72,000 minus 19,200, the depreciation expense for year 2021 ay 52,800. Okay, ano yung sagot? Lerboy. Now, let's proceed sa inventory method. Sa inventory method naman, guys, gagamit tayo ng T account. Okay, i-record lang natin yung mga nangyari for that year. Kung magkano yung beginning inventory, kung meron tayo in-acquire, syempre debit natin yan. Kasi aangat ang inventory, tataas yung PPE natin. So debit natin. I-record din natin yung nabenta natin. Credit, syempre mababawasan. And then magkakaroon tayo ng ending inventory. Syempre nag-count tayo at the end of the year. So yun yung ending. Ang tanong, paano natin kukumputin yung depreciation? Okay? Ganun lang yun, guys. Beginning plus acquisition minus sold minus ending, yun yung depreciation expense natin. Let's try. Same problem pa rin tayo, guys, ha? Sa year 2020 muna tayo, guys. Magkano kaya yung depreciation sa year 2020? So, record lang natin yung beginning. Diba? In year 2020, meron tayong 1,100 to sa halagang 50 pesos. So, 1,100 times 50, how much? 55,000. Meron po ba tayo in-acquire in year 2020? Meron po, which is 700 tools sa halagang 70. So, record lang natin, guys. 700 times 70, 49,000. Meron din po ba tayo ni-retire? Meron din po, 400 tools sa halagang 20 pesos. So, 400 times 20, how much? 8,000. Magkano po yung ending inventory natin? Sabi, estimated year-end ending inventory for tools is 50,000. So, 50,000. Ang tanong, how much the depreciation expense? Add lang natin to, 55 plus 49. Minus lang natin itong 8,000. And then itong 50,000. How much? 46,000. So, yun yung depreciation natin for year 2020. Ganun din gagawin natin for year 2021, guys. So, beginning. How much the beginning? Siyempre, ito guys, 50,000. Ito yung ending natin nung last year eh. Yun yung beginning natin, 50,000. May in-acquire tayo? Yes po, meron. 900 tools sa halagang 90. So, 900 times 90, 81,000. May binenta ba tayo? Meron po. 800 tools sa halagang 24 pesos. So, 800 times 24, how much? 19,200. How much yung ending inventory? 45 daw. So, 45,000 ending inventory. Tanong, how much the depreciation expense? Add lang natin. 50 plus 81 minus 19,200 minus 45. How much the depreciation expense? 66,800. So, what is the answer in number 3? Letter A. So, now your turn, guys. Paki-screenshot and answer it by your own. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So now, guys, let's proceed to the gain or loss on disposal of PPE. Ngayon, magpapaalam na tayo sa PPE natin. Kung kanina, dinedepreciate lang natin sila. Ngayon naman, i-dispose na natin sila. So, paano ba natin kumpitin yung gain or loss kapag ba tayo ay nag-dispose ng PPE? Una, syempre, kailangan muna natin computin yung carrying amount of the PPE on the date of disposal. Okay, paano natin computin? cost o kung magkano natin siya binili, yung PPE, then less lang natin yung accumulated depreciation o yung pinagsama-samang depreciation. Then yun yung carrying amount on sale natin. Tapos, makukompute natin yung gain on sale. Paano? Una, yung net selling price kung magkano natin siya benenta. And then, less lang natin sa carrying amount. And then, yun na yung gain earn or loss natin. So, kapag mas mataas si net selling price kaysa carrying amount, gain yan. Pero kapag mas mataas si carrying amount kaysa kay net selling price, loss yan. Lugi ka. Okay? So, let's try para mas maunawaan ninyo. Okay. In year 2020, nag-acquire daw ang Pascual III Company ng equipment sa halagang 6,350,000. At ang ginagamit daw nila for depreciation ay ang straight line method. Tapos, ang equipment daw na binili nila ay may 6 years useful life at with residual value na 500,000. At naisipan daw nilang ibenta noong September 1, 2023, yung equipment sa halagang 3,800,000. Ang tanong, how much is the gain on disposal in year 2023? So, kuhain muna natin ang carrying amount. Okay? So, cost. How much yung cost? 6,350,000. So, 6,350,000. Less accumulated depreciation. So, ano yung gamit nilang method para mag-depreciate? Straight line method. Okay? So, paano natin kumputin ang depreciation under straight line method? Cost minus residual value divided by the useful life. Okay? Pero ang kukuhain natin, accumulated depreciation or pinagsama-samang depreciation. So, ilang years natin siya dinepreciate? 3 taon. 2021, 22, and 23. Okay? So, let's try. So, 6,350 or 6,350,000 na cost minus residual value na how much? 500. Divide natin sa 6 years of useful life and then multiply natin sa 3 years. Ito siya, guys. So, 6,350 na cost minus sa 500,000 na residual value, divide natin sa 6 years of useful life, times natin sa 3 years na dinepreciate natin para makuha natin yung accumulated depreciation, ang sagot ay 2,925,000. Minus lang natin para makuha natin ang carrying amount for September 1, 2023. How much? 3,425,000. So ito yung ilalagay natin for computing the gain on sale. Selling price. How much yung selling price? 3,800,000. Okay, yun yun. Less natin yung carrying amount na 3,425,000. So how much the gain on disposal? 375 or 375. The answer is letter boy. Para mas maintindihan ninyo at mas maunawaan ninyo, proceed tayo sa example number 2. Okay? So sa example number 2, guys, nung January 1, 2020 daw, meron tayong inacquire na asset sa halagang 25,400 at dinedepreciate daw natin per annum ng 30%. So, given na yung depreciation rate na 30%. At ang ginagamit daw nila ay reducing balance method. Okay, pag reducing balance method, declining balance method to guys ha. So, binenta daw natin yung asset natin nung June 30, 2023 at nag-realize daw tayo ng loss on disposal ng 4,350. Ang tanong, magkano natin siya binenta? Okay, so let's try. Ang nawala, net selling price. Given na yung gain o yung loss na on sale na 4,350. Ang kukuhain na lang natin yung carrying amount. Okay? So una, kuhain natin yung cost. How much yung cost? Which is 85,400. So 85,400. And then kuhain natin yung accumulated depreciation. Anong ginamit nila for depreciation? Reducing balance method, guys, or declining balance method. Okay? So, alam nyo naman na kung paano mag-depreciate under ng declining balance method, guys. Nasa part 1 yan. Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, panoorin nyo na rin. Okay? So, given na rin yung depreciation rate na 30% per annum o per year nila dine-depreciate ng 30%. Ibig sabihin itong 30% depreciation yan, guys. So, ibig sabihin, 100 minus 30% is equal to 70%. Yung 70%, yun yung carrying amount per year. Okay? So, mumultiply lang natin siya sa cost para makuha natin yung carrying amount. For first year, multiply lang natin yung 70%. For next year, 70% kasi buo yung year. Sa third year, hindi na buo yung year. Okay? Kasi June 30, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 6 months lang yung na-acquire for depreciation. So 6 months, kalahati lang ng taon. So yung kakalahatiin lang natin tong 30%. So 30 divided by 2 is 15%. So yung 15% na yun lang yung depreciation for 6 months. So, yung 85, yun yung carrying amount. So, yun yung imumultiply natin for the third year. So, times lang natin sa 85%. So, 85, 400 times 70% times 70% times 85%. Ang carrying amount natin, how much? 35,569.10. So, let's proceed. Selling price, unknown pa. How much the carrying amount? Ito yun guys, yung na-compute natin. 35,569.10. Minus lang natin yan. And then how much the loss on disposal? Ito guys, 4,350. Minus natin. So paano po natin kukumputin si selling price? Work back lang tayo guys. Work back. Okay. Minus lang natin. 35,569.10 minus 4,350. Ang sagot, 31,219.10. The answer will be letter boy. Tandaan niyo guys, kapag tayo ay kumukuha ng gain or loss on disposal of PP, dapat alam natin kung anong method yung ginagamit nila for depreciation. Okay? So, your turn guys. Paki-screenshot and answer by your own and then comment down below kung anong sagot nyo. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, yours. So that's all guys. Thank you very much sa inyong pakikinig and sana marami kayong natutunan sa amin.